Hi, everyone. Happy New Day. I hope everyone is doing great. I hope you guys have been having an amazing week and happy Thursday. And I can't believe it's already Thursday. This week feels like it has actually gone faster than the other weeks. I hope that you're actually able to reach your goals. And today there's a specific topic that I would like to discuss, and we're going to be talking about rejection. Many of us have such a bad idea of what it is. And when we think about rejection, it really can be a downfall while we're building our businesses and while we're going through. No one wants to be said no, but it's actually a really great thing. And we're going to be talking about 4 ways that you're actually going to be able to now manage that rejection and look at it in a different way. So if this is the first time that we are meeting, I am Leila. I'm passionate about health awareness and helping home-based business owners take their business to the online platform. And I hope that every time you come here, you get tons of motivation and inspiration. And I also hope that I can help you discover your passion and transform it into a profitable online business. So welcome, and feel free to share this video with anyone that you think might need this information today. And also tag any of your friends and family that might need this information as well. Remember that as an entrepreneur, you're actually supposed to be going out to serve and be a servant leader. Make sure that you go out, find problems that you can bring solutions to. So let's get started and let's talk about rejection. Rejection is something that we get as entrepreneurs because we have to keep going and talking with people and showing our product to them as well. So there is this thing. Hi, Tabete. I see you there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really grateful for having you here. And rejection is seen as a bad thing. And I would say that no one, if you are the only way not to be criticized, and this is a quote that I'm not so sure who is the author, if you there is only one sure way for you not to be rejected or not to be criticized. It is do nothing, be nothing, say nothing. So that's exactly what we don't want, right? As long as you're getting people to say no, it actually basically means that you're moving, you are taking some action, you are going beyond your comfort zone, and that's great. It means that that's the only way you're going to learn, and at the same time, it gives you great feedback of how your product is and what are some of the things that people are not so happy with, and what are some of the things that you have to touch on. So that's so great to be able to go out and tell people, you know what, this is what I have, and what do you think? I'm offering you this, and they will start giving you all their excuses, and this gives you practice for you to also understand what a few of the fears that people are actually having. And that's also another part of rejection. As human beings, when we don't understand something, our first reaction is always to say no. So it's okay for you to understand that someone will probably say no because they don't understand what you have. But the moment you can explain to them, they can relate to the product in their own lives, they're probably going to be able to say yes. And the other thing to also realize is that rejection sometimes just means that it's a no right now because it's not the right time for me. But maybe if you come back in a later time, then I'll be able to actually need what you have. And this is basically talking about being able to continue doing follow-up, because that is really important. So the first thing to do when someone tells you no, that I'm not interested, it is not the right time, I don't have the money, all the types of rejections that you can actually get when you present your business to that person. The first thing is to actually understand, listen to try to understand and not listen to try to respond. This is so important. And the thing is, for some people, and this is why it's so important for you to know who is your target audience, your product is not part of what they're looking for. And that is good. It's good to know that. And that's why it's so important for us to know who is our target audience, so we can really focus our energy and focus our content, and who are we going to be talking to those people that really need our products. And this is also the one way that rejection can actually help you, because once you listen and you understand what they're saying, for example, you can have a product that is plant-based, and some people might say, but you know what, I'm really not interested in plant-based products. I'm interested in really animal products. So if you are talking to someone and you're explaining why this is so important because it's plant-based, I mean, it doesn't tell them anything. It's not part of who it's not part of who they are. It's not part of their problems. They have no problems with animal-based products. So it's also important for you to understand who you're talking to. So the rejections that you are going to be getting, they are really going to make you better. They're really going to make you understand how you can, who is actually this product for, and how you can actually talk about your product and what are some of the fears that it's there. The second thing is that you need to be relatable. Relate to what the person is telling you. As we said in number one, you're listening to understand and not listening to respond. And this is what happens in a lot of times. I mean, I see sometimes when someone comes and tells me, no, I have this great product. Can you please? I'm like, no, it's not the right time for, I mean, it's not what I'm looking for. But they're like, no, but this is, they're not listening. They are not, and they're not trying to understand what I'm saying. And look at what you also do with your prospects and your customers. Are you really listening to what they're telling you, or are you pushing your ideas on them? And the more you push, the more they will repel. So be really, really aware of this point. And the second thing, as I was saying, it's just that you need to be relatable. Really understand what they're saying, and let them tell you why is this not the right time? Why is this a product that they're not looking for? Don't try to persuade them into doing the business with you. Really build the trust. Understand and relate. Tell some of your stories. Tell some of your customers' stories when they have an objection, but really relate. And it's so important to do this, because when you listen and you relate with people, they really understand that you're there for them. You're not there because you want to make the next check or you want to make the next commission. And this is something that we as humans have to learn. I know I have to learn this all the time, because sometimes, I mean, we're so passionate about our products and we know how great our products are, how they have made and they've helped people, that we don't understand how other people can't see it. But we need to get back to that point of, I understand where they're coming from. And if you probably look at your story, and when you were presented with this product and this opportunity, or when you started your product and your opportunity, did you really say yes in the first time? Probably not. Probably took you a few times, probably took you a few days, a few months for you to really say, you know what, I really like this and I've really seen that this works for me and I'm ready to say yes. So give your people their time as well, and always be there for them. Be relatable, understand where they're coming from, and understand them. Really be there for them. Number 3 is that you have to tell a story. As I was saying previously, that in order for you to be relatable, sometimes it's for you to tell a story. And you can tell your own story. Hi Google, thank you so much for tuning in. And you can tell your story to start with, and that could be why you started taking the products, why you decided to open your company, why you decided to produce this online course based on that specific thing. And you're going to be going out and saying, you know what, I really understand where you're coming from. Let me tell you a story. This is what happened to me, and this is how I had to be here, and this was my journey. And people can really relate with stories. And once you show them the journey from point A to point B, they will really be able to understand how this product or how this opportunity that's in front of them can really help them. And if you don't have your own story now, you can always ask to borrow someone else's story and build on that, right? And it is important. It is important for you to tell a few stories, and sometimes a story that is really similar to the one that the one that the person that is giving you the objection is telling you. And the last one to think about is when you're approaching anyone about your opportunity, about your business, and you've gone through all this, and they still not convinced, or they still don't think this is the right thing, then find something that is relatable that you can actually tell them. If I could, would you? So if I could show you a better way to grow your online business, would you be interested? If I showed you a better way for you to attract more prospects, would you be interested? If I showed you a better way for you to create or get more prospects without having to spend a lot of money on ads? Would you be interested? So those are a few questions and those are a few objections that people might have. And those are a few pains that people that are on the online space building their business, they might be having. So the question is, how are you going to be approaching people with objections? Instead of being upset, instead of saying, you know what, you need to open your mind, it's really important for you to be relatable, come down to their level, and also look, okay, what else does my product not have that I can really connect with people in the level that they're needing me to be? So it's so, so important for you to be relatable, for you to understand, for you to listen, not just to respond, but listen to really, really understand and be there for your be there for your customers, be there for your prospects, because this is exactly what they need right now. So I hope that this has served you. And thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow on the Freedom Online group, we're not going to have the training, but I'm really looking forward for next week. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. And I'll see you again on Sunday. Bye.